So it's April 3rd and I'm about to go into the grocery store to get some items, essential items, and this is what the getup looks like these days. So just a few things. See how I just did that without even thinking? I touched my glasses. So I've had experience in this getup in my life. I'm a physical therapist and I used to run a wound care clinic. So we use sterile technique and clean technique. And you know how that is? It's like as soon as you put on gloves, you know, you have to itch your nose or something like that, right? But you know, back in the day, it's a constant vigilance that you need to maintain that. And anytime you would forget and touch something inadvertently, you would have to restart the whole process over. And then a few years back, I was in chemo, so I've already done this get up before. Actually, this little skull cap is from those days. I'm just wearing that because I'm having a bad hair day. But just some things I want you to think about. So these masks right now, right? I know that there's been different recommendations and things like that. And N95 respirator masks, and that these masks don't necessarily block out the virus. Actually, this was a score doing a little bit of cleaning. Not as much as you'd think I would be able to do during this time. But I was cleaning up my medicine cabinet and I found a couple of masks from chemo days. But anyway, it's to stop you from touching your face. And if you think you're not touching your face, I'm telling you, you're probably still touching your face, right? So how you can use this mask, I have done a post on this great technique to make a mask out of a bandana or piece of cloth and hair ties. So what it'll help you with is to not touch your face if you're someplace and you get the stuff on your hands inadvertently touching it. And so you should wear it, don't take it off when you get in the car because you could touch your face. Go home, get in your house, take it off, unload your whatever, take it off and wash your hands thoroughly. Okay? Then you're okay. But if you take it off when you get in the car and you've touched all these groceries and whatnot and what for, it's not going to do you any good. Okay. Same thing with gloves, all right? So gloves are giving people a false sense of security, is what I'm hearing and seeing. So when I wear these gloves, okay, yeah, it'll keep good from getting on my hands for a second, while I'm in there. But if I touch my face with my gloves, the virus could still be on the gloves. It does not protect you from the virus, okay? Then, if you take the gloves off and you take the first glove off, I'm gonna see if I can do this, I'm in my car. If you take the first glove off, right, and you take it off, and then your hand is muckety muck, and you take this glove off like this, it is completely meaningless, okay? So what you need to do is you need to go in like this to the inside of the glove, right? And turn it inside out like that, okay? Then you can take that. There's whole videos on it, but you can, now I'm touching the other glove with the inside of that glove, and I haven't been anywhere with these yet. But that's what you need to do. And you don't throw them in the frickin' parking lot, okay? I have a garbage bag here in my car that I can throw them in. And then I still have my sanitizer. So after I take my gloves off, I'm still going to sanitize my hands. And when I go home, I'm still going to wash my hands. Okay. So these are just levels of protection. None of them are like total protection. And here's just something I was going over with a friend of mine last night. So I wear my gloves and if people are throwing them away in the parking lot, I promise you this is what they're doing. They're wearing their gloves in the store, touching all their groceries, okay? If you take them, if you use the gloves and you open your car door and put your groceries in the car, with the gloves on, well, you have now touched your car door, okay? No big deal, right? But you have to be aware that then when you get home without your gloves on and you touch your car door, you've already freaking touched it. So alternatively, right? You can take your gloves off before you touch your car door. And then you load all your dirty grocery bags into the trunk. Okay. So none of that is going to give you the virus if you understand that, okay? If you understand, I've touched potentially muckety stuff, okay? So whatever way you choose, just don't think that this and this is the way to do it. Now, the mask is really gonna help, because if you have touched muckety stuff and you forget and you touch your face, okay? But if you have this on and you touch your face once or twice by mistake or something like that, or it might just remind you, you've got this big ass thing on your face, right? So you just don't touch it, okay? And you go home and you do what you need to do and you wash your hands, you're gonna be good. This was much longer than I intended. But I've been in a lot of conversations with people as we're helping out people, as my company is helping out people at Costco's, and we've been having so many discussions about this and what they're seeing with members and what I've seen at the stores. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this will help somebody. So have a good day.